What's hacking? It's Quacking, and welcome back to the episode. This time, I'm talking about the limited run physical of the Castlevania Advance games. Now, this was a collection that was leaked on PlayAsia. It seemed like it was going to have like a international release, which probably would, more than likely the language would work on any version. This game was actually leaked, like its existence was leaked because of PlayAsia, but I guess they ended up backing out. But of course, Limited Run stepped in, and they're doing this collection. 2 years later, when this collection was leaked/announced, they're finally doing it, and it's taken a little while for the pre-order room. But that's besides the case. They finally unveiled the physical or the special editions, not just the physical. Of course, that's been revealed for a while. I don't know why they took so long to get those unveiled, and they're not even they're kind of under the radar. They're not really out there. As in, I got an email from them. And I check their stuff from time to time, and they got a cool gifts and stuff, like all that fun marketing stuff. It's cool to have it an Xbox as well. I would get that if I had an Xbox. I'm going to be getting the PlayStation version because I got the digital on Switch. Figured I'd get something else, but so here are the special editions. There's 3 different ones, and they're all going to come in one different. This is how I feel like they're going to make money. Is of course they're releasing them in one different slip cover each, but good news, these special editions, they come with all the slip covers. Instead of just buying one, this would probably be like $35 plus the shipping, plus the tax. And maybe they'll actually put the protective slip in there, and if you could take that off for $1. And it'll probably be $41, $42 based on, where you live. But that aside, here's the collections. The first one, this is a classic collection. They did this with the Castlevania Rondo of Blood, or Castlevania Requiem, where it has a SNES kind of case. It looks almost it looks like it's from Castlevania, Simon's Quest almost, with the coloring. I gotta say though, it's kind of an odd thing. I mean, yeah, it fits Castlevania, but these games, the closest one would be Dracula X, and the thing is, I don't know, it fits Castlevania. I do like the coloring on this. In fact, I'm probably gonna end up getting this just because cost of living has gone up and money. And even though it's a taste of what you get special edition wise. I wasn't getting any special edition, but I was oh man, this actually looks pretty freaking good. All these, this one, it's I don't really give a crap about the alternative covers. Sure, I never really was a fan of alt covers, but I have, it probably would match my Castlevania Requiem box, since I got the Clash edition of that. You first get the physical copy of the game. Now it comes with a soundtrack selection. The other one did as well. I don't think they ever included really all the soundtrack, in entirety, until we get down later on. But of course there's a poster as well. I really like this poster. It shows all 4 games that are included. I love the Legends Live On. By the way, this is the only way to see these stuff. You have to zoom in. You can barely read this. It says comes with all alternative cover sheets. You can barely see that. And when you try to click preview the collection, it just sends you to the pre-order page for just the standard version. They don't even have this live, it's only through email. But yeah, there's the this one. I'm probably going to get that. But then they have an advanced version. This one's it's getting better from here. They got a cool GBA oversized box. Then it's basically this, but the GBA box, and then a steelbook, which is pretty freaking cool. And that's kind of cut off as well with a little ripping design they got there. I really like the Vampire Kiss, reversible on the other side. They got the advanced games. It's mostly about advanced games on the one side with Circle the Moon, and then they got I think that's the Japanese artwork for Dracula X. I mean, Dracula X, it's the harder Castlevania. It's, say what you want about it, but it certainly is. It's a unique Castlevania game, and it's nice they're giving it some love. I'm sure someone thinks it's one of their favorites, if not their favorite game on SCS Castlevania. I don't know, but it certainly is enjoyable. It's not the worst Castlevania game, but there's that. And then the Advanced Collection. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say this, predicting how much these are gonna cost. This last time cost $65. I'm probably going to get this one. They're probably going to up it because, cost of everything's gone up. So I'm going to say $65, $70 would be nice. $65 would be nice, even cheaper, but I doubt it knowing Limited Run. This is probably going to be $100, if not borderline $100, maybe $95. It might not be that much more expensive, but it has everything just except it has a steelbook and then the advanced box, which is interesting. And except this one does it. That box is included, so you have an advanced box, which is pretty freaking cool, I gotta say. I got the limited run design there. But anyways, Finally, we get to the creme la creme, the ultimate edition, and I'm gonna have to read some of this stuff off because it's way too small. Probably won't show up very well, if at all, on the video. But it's got a light up play box music. The other special editions for the Castlevania Anniversary Collection of the 8-bit SNES, 8-bit and 16-bit games that had a light up box that plays as well. The Requiem one didn't, but it had a save coffin, which was pretty freaking cool from Symphony of the Night. That's probably was the main reason to get that. But of course, it also has the collector's box included. It might actually be a different one. No, it's the same one. But basically, this has everything. Of course, this is going to have everything except for this box. I don't think this classic edition box is going to be included. But basically, just imagine this has everything that was in here. Except it has upgraded versions of everything. We're going to go left to right, North American style, not comic book or manga style. But anyways, it has a comprehensive soundtrack list. And they showed 3 discs here, but you can clearly see, at least how I see it from here, that looks like 4 discs. Like I'd imagine 1 for each game. That might have been a bit of a typo. Maybe they're not putting it on like their Twitter page and stuff or their website because some of the stuff might not be finalized. Maybe that's why they're taking so long. This email could have leaked as well, and they might have forgotten about that because who the heck checks their emails besides some Yahoo like me? But anyways, 1 for each game: Circle of the Moon, Dawn of Sorrow, Aria of Sorrow. I'm sorry, I don't remember those. I know Dracula X, of course. And then trying to remember what the other one is. It with Simon Belmont's granddaddy, but that one's a good one. It's got like that 8-bit soundtrack. Then this is really cool. They have a dual setup system cards. Now these are from Circle of the Moon. They're very limiting kind of cards. Really, there's only going to be one you're going to be using throughout the entire game. There's some other cool ones as well, but this is pretty freaking cool. It kind of reminds me of the Bug Fable Special Edition. And then we're going to get to some more interesting stuff right here. You might notice there's no game included, unlike, they show the game for the Classic Edition, and, even this, and, that's no-brainer. You're buying all this stuff, you're supposed to get a special edition. Limited Run's doing what Nintendo's doing now, it seems like, and that's how I'm going to deduce. It's hard to see this, but it just says Steam Key. Now, what would a Steam Key be for? What do you usually get on Steam? Games. And there are other things like a soundtrack, but, there's a soundtrack here already. Process of elimination, probably what this is, and I can't read this. I can only read the Steam Key thing. This is a digital game they have included in this instead of a physical game. And, once again, they're trying to find more ways to make money off of people. You're going to get this super expensive, awesome edition that doesn't appear in your house for probably a year. And then they're like, oh, but there's no physical. I want the physical, Gotta buy, might as well buy this one then, because, hey, this has that box you're not going to get. The soundtrack selection, because that's not gonna happen. But honestly, if you have all these, why do you need this? Besides being completionist or whatever, and or you could just get a regular one, but like a Steam Key. Don't get me wrong, that is pretty interesting and unique, but at the same time, I could see this causing some issues, turning some heads. So this is a little interesting, I'll say, but. Yeah, I mean, whatever, I guess. But besides that, I got to say, the next thing, this is really cool. Hand-drawn game maps of, all 3 of the GBA games. This is really freaking cool. This was what really piqued my interest. But then they got the lithographs, which is interesting as well. And then, of course, they got the poster. But I thought this was really freaking cool. They got little mini cart keychains, of all the Game Boy Advance games. I wonder if you could slot those in, if they're the same size. You just put them in as dummy dust holder cartridge or something, and then you could have a keychain. Well, probably wouldn't fit with the little keychain how it's designed, but you could have it almost in your GBA, and then of course they got little. There's no way that SNES cartridge is gonna fit. It's beyond the scale. It's almost like a GBA cartridge, but these look like they'd be GBA cartridge size. But I think this is really cool. It's special edition, but yeah, they're not including a physical for this special edition. This might be a first that Limited Run's doing, something like Nintendo did with Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, where they had all the games and all this cool physical merchandise, but then there was no physical game, just a download code. And it's odd because they don't have a download code for Switch, PS4, or Xbox. It's for Steam, of all things. There's a Steam special edition, I guess you could say what this is. And I guess they're doing that because they do have some where it's like I remember like Bug Fables, there's like, and the other ones like, oh, you can choose, like, you can get this special edition, but it comes with your choice of physical copy for a Switch game, PS4, maybe Xbox One. Of course, Bug Fables didn't have that. And this one, they're probably going to do that too. But they might not have special editions for, it would be nice. I would like it because I like to get the PS4 version just of how unique it is. But as I mentioned, I have it on Switch. But this is really interesting. It's probably going to, it's making limited runs seem more and more hypocritical. No offense to them, but it's the truth. This isn't physical. Like, there's merchandise that's physical, don't get me wrong, but it's got everything but the game. It's like you're hosting a birthday party, but the person who the birthday party's hosted for isn't there, and it's certainly concerning when limited run, like the company that's all about game preservation, physical stuff like that, is when they're doing a special edition like this and there's no physical game included. And it really is, it's a marketing thing where they're making you buy something like this to make it feel complete, or just buy another game. Just buy something in general. The game is there, but like, who's going to give a crap about a freaking Steam key? Like, I know I think they did this for like the Wonder Boy stuff, but this is so odd to do this. It's probably, to save money because you could have like different variants, like a Switch One, a PS4, an Xbox One, but like it saves money for them to do this. Once again, about money. And, I kind of fear they're going to have they might not have a PS4 version. It might just be Switch versions. And then this is the only one to get a physical game. But I think this is a really cool special edition, don't get me wrong. And then they got some other merch. I didn't even really look at this. They actually have some pricing for this. This is going way too fast, I gotta say. You could preview it, but like, I don't know. They got cassettes, which is interesting. I like that green tape right there. They got pins. They got the card keychains. There's a skateboard, collective coins. Some hats. I think that's pretty cool to level up. Dracula tea, and then they got some other stuff that But what do you guys think then? Let me know down in the comments. What's going on. Like, this is. They have a birthday party hosted for someone, but they don't have the person included for this. What do you think? Do you think this stuff's really cool? I think it looks really cool. I really would like to get this mainly because of the little GBA keychains and the card and the map, and the lithographs are all right. And I do love I love a comprehensive soundtrack. It even says it right there. And I do like how it includes at least a sound selection for this. I would probably get this one just because money. This is probably going to cost like $300. Usually it's like a lot of money, probably $350. But maybe you're saving some money doing this. I don't know, because it's a freaking digital game. Like, I'll be honest, don't even include the freaking code in there just to lower the cost even more. But I don't freaking know. But anyways, that being said, let me know what you think down below. This is pretty interesting, and have a good one.